Good morning, I'm back. Yes, Elevenses with Hels is live today. So thank you all for joining me here on Creative Crafting World TV. Oh, I've had a fabulous time. I've missed you all. I hope you enjoyed the little videos that me and Ange put together for you for while I was away. And before I forget, a really funny thing happened on Friday. So I was getting ready to go home, went into the breakfast hall, got a couple of cups of coffee, popped them on the table, and a lady came up to me and said, "Are you Hels?" And I said, "I am." And she said, "Oh, I watch you on Creative Crafting World TV on the YouTube." And I was like, "Hello." So June, if you do watch this back, so I know you're probably still sunning yourself in beautiful Boa Vista, but if you do watch it back, thank you for coming and introducing yourself. It was lovely to meet you. I'm seeing straight away that we've got lots of lovely comments. So we've got our Kevin saying it's going to be a Gnome kinds of day, and it is because we've got some fabulous gnomes for you today. Dawn's here, and Sandy and Claire, and Sandy's saying, "Hope you had a wonderful holiday." I did, thank you. Jane, it's cool here in Berkshire, but it's still very humid. And Dragon's Den saying, "Good to have you back, we've missed you." Thank you. Yes, it is cool here. And finally some rain. Hooray. I never thought I'd hear myself saying that. So let's get the housekeeping out of the way, because you need to know all about how to place your orders, don't you? So if you do see anything on the show today that you would like to order, if you hop on over to our website, it's www.creativecraftingworld.co.uk. When you get to the website, you'll see there's a little purple tab. If you click on that, it's going to take you to all of the gorgeous ideas. So you'll see the Gnome holiday. So a Gnome holiday is from the Paper Boutique. There's 3 pads. They're working out at £5 each. So if you buy the collection, it's £15. In the club, of course, it's £13.50. If you are in the club, then don't forget to make your orders. But if you're not and you're thinking, club, I need to be in a club, the club is just £10 a year to join. We will send you a gift when you join, and from then on you'll be entitled to a 10% discount off everything that you order on the website. Because we've introduced a gem system, that means that every time you spend you're going to accrue gems, and when you get to 750 gems you will then be entitled to 20% off the website. Also, if you give us your date of birth, we'll send you a £10 voucher on your birthday. As well as all of the gorgeous gnomes, we've also got a set of dies for you today. So Nesting Dies Volume 8 is normally $39.99. Today is $19.99. So of course, if you're in the club, with your discount, that'll work out at £18. Your usual payment methods of credit, debit cards, and also we accept PayPal. And if Klarna is something that you are interested in, all the terms and conditions are on the website for you to use that. P&P is applied at checkout, and it is free on all orders over £25. And finally, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do hit subscribe and the little bell icon, so every time we go live you will get a notification. And also if we post videos, because we are uploading quite a lot of educational content for you as well, so it's making our YouTube channel the place to visit if you're wanting any technique ideas. A lot of our sample makers have been really kind and made some videos for us as well, so do have a little mooch about. So I can see some more comments. We've got Steph's here, good morning, and Sarah and Daryl as well. Everyone, the sun is trying to come out, but big clouds keep covering it. Do you know what? Big clouds, that suits me. I did nearly say you might not recognise me because I am so tanned. This is the first time I've ever had a proper tan, and I'm so happy because I look quite healthy for a change instead of my pasty lily white self. Shall we have a look at what I've got for you? Let's dive straight in and have a look at the gnomes. So as I said, you've got 3 pads. So I'm going to start off with your paper kit. Now in the paper kit, you've got 36 decorative papers, 6 designs of each, and you've also got 32 die cut toppers in 8 designs. So let's open this up and have a look. Starting off with your die cut toppers. So here we've got your circles and you've got your squares, perfectly sized to fit into any of our doily dies. So you've got your mats and layers with those dies, and also our nesting dies. And when I say die cut toppers, if you're thinking, what is she on about? All it means is the card has been kiss cut all the way around, apart from a few little pimples there. And all you need to do is just pop those out and then you're good to go. Now you've got 4 here. You've also got 4 of the circles. So you've got 4 sheets in the circle, 4 sheets in the squares, and look at our lovely little gnomes. So you've got Mr. and Mrs. Gnome there with that Christmas cake, and then you've got, look at this one with all the presents. They're just so cute, aren't they? But you've also got extra sentiments as well. You've got warm wishes, Merry Christmas, just for you, and with lots of love. So that's your die cut toppers. Now they will be in the back of the paper pad, so don't panic when you first open it up that it's not the first thing you see. It's just I like to show you them first. Next, we're going to have a look at these decorative papers. So the first one here, you'll see this gorgeous mushroom taupe background with the little holiday lantern. You've also got your candles there. You've got your little bells and your mistletoe. It's very whimsical, the design here. Then we've got this lovely eau de Nil colour with the starburst on it. And then we've got the gnomes. So you'll see these are smaller than the ones you saw earlier, but they're still the same gnomes, so they've been resized. You've got your little basket there, you've got the bouquet, and of course the little gifts. Then we've got this lovely mushroom colour again with more of those stars. And then this really decorative paper is beautiful. If you're not keen on gnomes, you don't have to use gnomes because a lot of the backing papers are not featuring them. So you've got your candles and your books, and look at that. A nice little hot chocolate, methinks. And you've also got your holly leaves, your poinsettia. And of course, I'm thinking that might be one of those panettones, which are rather nice. Then you've got this lovely soft blue with the gifts on there. And then back to the beginning. So if I just give this a flick, you can see how many pages you're getting in there. So individually, this is £5. So that'll work out at £4.50. if you are in the club. So that's your paper kit. Next up, we have got the embellishment pad. So your embellishment pad, again, 8 by 8 in size, 36 sheets, 6 designs, 6 of each, and these are 160 GSM. You've got your sentiments. I'm loving the font that we've used here. It's quirky and whimsical, and it matches perfectly in with these gnomes. Thank you for being the special person you are. Family isn't an important thing, it is everything. And then you've also got your extended family. So you've got sister-in-law, daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, and you'll see all of the colours here in the backgrounds are the colours that run throughout the collection. The first set of toppers we've got for you here, you've got the sleigh. Do you know, I'm really starting to feel a bit festive as soon as I see these. Look at this poinsettia, it's gorgeous. Now, because you've got 6 of these, there's nothing to stop you going in with your scissors and actually cutting that out and making it into an embellishment. Add in a little bit of ink because it's uncoated paper, so you can ink it. And you could also add in maybe some glitters and some glossy accents. I think a few little Nouveau drops or the like on these little baubles would look fabulous as well. Then you've got your paper borders, and you'll see that we've catered for the horizontal and for the vertical as well there. So you've got a little row of gnomes, you've got your little cakes and your panettones and your puddings. You've also got these two. Now, these are the same designs as I showed you in the papers, but they're different colours. So these are fabulous because you can just add that little slither of them there. Then we've got the panels, and in the panels you'll see you've got your long bookmark shape. Now these are fabulous, perfect size for cutting out and making into embellishments. Then you've got your little pickup truck laden again with gifts, and of course you've got your little gnomes and some more sentiments. Then some more toppers. Again, we've got that lovely pickup truck and your little gnome there. You've got the basket with the winter flowers in there. And the backgrounds as well. It looks like all your matching and layering is done. So you just need a solid colour behind that, and that's your Christmas card made. Now, if you do like making and doing craft fairs and such like, our angel policy here at Creative Crafting World means that we've bought the licence for the artwork, and then we can pass that on to you in as much as you can make for your own personal profit, or indeed if you want to give to charity as well, we're happy for you to do that. So final page in your collection here for the embellishment pad are more sentiments from our home to yours, which is the perfect sentiment at Christmas, isn't it? happy holidays, let's celebrate, happy Christmas to you and yours. And you've also got your family there as well, so mum, mother, brother, dad, nan, auntie, etc. And that is the last page. So then if I just give that a flick through, you'll see how many pages you are getting in this beautiful embellishment pad. So the final component, because you've got your pretties and you've got your embellishments, you need something solid, don't you? So here we've got our coloured card collection. A4 in size, 200 GSM, and again this is uncoated, so it means you can add your inks to it, you could die cut it, use it for your mats and layers, you can stamp on it as well. And you'll see straight away on the front, freebies, as I always say, use these little bits. And on the back as well, you've also got all your thumbnails of the colours. And what I'm going to do, folks, is do this. Give it a wiggle, and then you can see the spectrum of reds that we've got. So you've got the deep, the mid, and then the soft red. You've got that beautiful pink. And then you've got your dark green, your mid green, your light icy blue green, and then you've also got that mushroom colour. So as I said, all of the colours in this collection, as you know with Paper Boutique, our attention to detail with colour is always spot on. So it means that you don't have to worry about whether things match or not. So that is also £5, £4.50 in the club. So if you buy all three, it'll work out at £13.50 if you're in the club. Let me just quickly show you this beauty. So here we've got volume number 8 of our nesting dies. Now, any of you who've been collecting the nesting dies will know that these are your little workhorses. You've got 4 dies that go around the edge, and you've got that lovely decal edge torn edge effect there. You've also got these beautiful labels, perfect if you're thinking about making jams and chutneys, because they'd go marvellously on the front of a jar, or pickles. It's nearly time to do pickled onions, isn't it, folks? And we've also got the tags on there as well. So I'm just going to give that a little flip around so you can see these in their entirety. We've got 19.5 centimetres being the largest of those squares, 16.5 centimetres is the smallest. Score down the centre, you've got card blanks. Cut 2 out, stick them together, you've got more card blanks. If you work in inches, it's 7.7 inches and then 6.5 inches. So 6.5 inch square card would be fabulous. And then you've also got all of these beautiful label shapes, and you've got the tags. And the cool thing about these tags, the way it's been designed, is these little tag holes are separate. So that means that you can put these little holes wherever you want. So if you like what I am and you like doing 12 by 12 scrapbooking, I actually bought a Crocodile Big Bite, which means that I can get more or less into the centre of a scrapbook page if I want to punch holes. You don't need that now because I've got these gorgeous little holes there which I could just use. So that's something else to consider. Now, normally £39.99. Today is £19.99. If you are in the club, it is £18. Okay, so let's have a little catch up on the comments. We have got, oh, Sarah, how did your craft fair go? Because I saw that you put a photograph on the Creative Friends group. Do tell. Hope it went well. Caroline's saying good morning, and Sharon. Kevin's had to go out. We'll be back soon. Dawn Till Dusk Crafts is here. Hi, Hels. Hiya, Dawn. Lisa saying good morning. Hope you had a fab holiday, Hels. I had the most amazing holiday. And do you know what? I could sit here and bend your ear for the next hour telling you about how amazing it was, but it truly was wonderful. So thank you all. Shall we do a demo? Have I remembered everything? What have I forgotten?
Hold it and smile for me.
Oh, I need to do the hold and smile for our Anch. Oh, let me take my specs off. You see, we need to do this so Ancha's got a nice thumbnail where I'm not gurning. Perfect, she says. Thank you. And you're all going, what's she doing that for? Let's do a demo. I have got one of our 6x8 cards to play with. Now, bear with, because I actually was really organised, and I made all of my demos before I went away on holiday, which is quite a while ago now. So I'm not quite sure where this is going to go, but we'll just mix it up because I can't really remember what I was supposed to be doing.
Talk to your Oh,
Yeah, I should have put a little drawing in, shouldn't I? But I thought, no, I won't need that. I'll remember. Who am I kidding? So one of our 6x8 landscape cards, these are also on the website on a very cool offer. So you'll see, I like to use them as a tent fold. I do like a nice tent fold card. I've taken some of that gorgeous dusty pink. Now this isn't a colour that you would normally associate with Christmas, but it's that lovely hellebore colour. I've got some hellebores that come up this colour in the middle, and they're beautiful, aren't they? So you see, if any of you were watching Create and Craft on Monday at 8, you will have seen me trying to do a die cutting demo, and I couldn't remember how to die cut. This is what happens when you go away. I don't normally have so long off, you see. So that's going to be my first mat, and I've just left that little border of white around the edge, and that's just going to give me that lovely little frame. Next, I've taken one of the mid-green solid colours, and again, just a little bit of tape on them. I'm going to stick this down. Now, if you want to be frugal, cut out the middles, remove them, and then you can use them for other stuff. But again, I've not been frugal on this one because I forgot. So there we go. And then some of this gorgeous paper. So do you remember me showing you this? This is from the paper collection. I love these little stars. Because they're whimsical, the same as the gnome style. So Sarah's answered. She said, it went well, thank you. Learnt a few things for next time. I did get a lot of comments from customers about the lovely artwork. Men's cards went down a storm as well. That's fabulous, Sarah. I'm pleased to hear that. I know the first time I did one, I was so nervous because I think it's probably because crafting is quite a personal thing. And when you're making something, it's made with love, isn't it? You know, when you see the stickers that say made with love, it actually is, because it comes from inside your mind. And sometimes when you do a craft fair, it can be a little bit daunting because you think, what if everybody hates it? But I'm glad it went well, Sarah. That's fabulous. Right, so another piece of that paper. I love this one. This is making me hungry. And speaking of food, whilst away on holiday, I did a pause on the diet, which was a huge mistake because now I just want to eat everything that I see. But the food out there is just so wonderful that it would have been rude not to partake, wouldn't it? And so what if I put on 8 pounds? So I'm adding that just in there, just to break up that background, adding that little bit of extra pattern. And then from the panel page, which is that page that I showed you in the embellishment pad, I've got my 2 little gnomes there. Aren't they just delightful? Sitting there having a little chat. And I've also got one of the strip sentiments, which are on the square die cuts. And I'm going to get some glue. I'm going to stick that down because I actually want this to be poking out the side. So add a little bit of glue to it. And then that's just going to go on there like that. And we'll press that down. And then just add in some tape to this one, and we'll stick it to that green. So you can see I've used that same green all the way through, and we'll just layer that over the top. And the other thing, can you see the background colour here? It's exactly the same as this background here. So this is the cool thing about Paper Boutique. Literally everything is made to go together. So you know that you're not going to be thinking, well, does that match? Does this match? Especially if you're new to crafting, because when I first started crafting, putting colours together was quite daunting. Right then, so let's put some 3D foam on this, and we'll lift this up to give it some height. I don't know where that went. I just snipped a bit and it's gone flying off. But that's about par for the course at the moment, because literally every time I'm crafting, stuff's flying off, ending up on the floor, I'm making a mess. I think we all have days like that. I'm having a week like it at the moment. You see what I mean? Maybe it's because I'm clumsy. I think that's probably what it is. A clumsy crafter. Right, so have we got some more comments? We've got, getting garden done and forgot the time. Oh, that doesn't matter, Jill, because you can always watch it back as well, because once we're live, then the video is saved. So if you have missed anything, you can always go back and watch again. It's nice for you to join us though. Then we've got, I did see Monday's show with yourself and Linda, sat watching with a box of tissues. I know, wasn't it sad? And even me, old stone face over here, I had a little tear. Lisa saying, is this a new collection or is it on a USB? I don't think it's on a USB. I've not seen it on a USB, but I'm not 100% sure. I know Sharon's watching, and Sharon's usually pretty up on what's on USB. So Sharon, if you do know, sweetheart, please could you just clarify? I don't think it is, because I've not seen this one before. I know we've got winter gnomes. They're on a USB now.
It is on the USB. Oh.
It is. Oh, it's on Paper Pantry Volume 8. Thank you, Sarah. I didn't know. You see? Rubbish memory. Helen's just arrived, running late. Morning all. Morning, Helen. So what have you all been up to while I've been away? Have you been managing to keep cool? Because apparently it was a little bit warm over here, wasn't it? Whereas we were, I think it was probably about 6 degrees cooler where we were, but it actually felt hotter, if that makes sense, because the humidity was quite high. So what I'm faffing about with here is actually one of the toppers from the embellishment pad. I've gone in with my scissors and I've cut it out, and then I've just shaped it a little bit because I'm going to use that as an embellishment. So just a little bit of glue gel, and then that can sit on there. And then I've taken another one of the toppers, and I'm going to go in and cut this one out as well. So I've got my nice sharp scissors, and as ever, when you're going to be going in and cutting out detailed stuff, get rid of all the excess that you don't need, because it's just going to get in the way. And then I can go in and just snip this down. When we were on holiday, we went for a walk, and I found, or I saw, a turtle egg in a rock pool, and I thought, that's not right, because the turtles are nesting at the moment. And I turned around and the sea had washed away the sand and exposed a load of turtle eggs. So the hero that is my husband went barefoot up this rocky incline to the turtle preservation people who'd got tents set up, and they came down with a huge bag and rescued all the eggs and said that we'd done the right thing. So hopefully they might just survive and turn into little baby turtles. But how precious to be able to hold a turtle egg in my hand and see the tiny little baby turtle inside it. And then on Thursday morning, Graham was a walk on the beach, and he spotted some people standing around. So he went to have a little nosy parker, and there was an actual turtle there on the beach. She just nested and laid her eggs, and I think she was a little bit lost. She wasn't quite sure what to do. So obviously the sun's coming up by now, and we don't want her to start getting too hot. So Graham and this other chap started to move the sand away for her, and off she went back into the ocean. So I'm absolutely gutted that I didn't see that, but Graham took a video, and it's just so special. So that was the excitement for my holiday. Oh yeah, and then there was, I took Graham for this buggy trip a couple of days before his birthday, and someone hit a rock behind us and broke the suspension. So that was fun. And the guy who was at the front, he had a flat, so that was fun. We were hanging around for that. So yeah, you know, things happen, don't they? They do. And then we went to Salray, which is the capital, and went to the House of Memory, and we had a lovely meal and a little tour around all the information about Boa Vista and the history and everything. And a drunk lady came in and puked up next to us, which was not particularly pleasant. So if you are ever going to go away on holiday, just make sure that me and Graham are not around, because it seems that things happen when we're on holiday. Right, so I've cut out these little parcels, and they're going to go down the bottom. So you can see how the embellishment pad just really starts to come together. You can start to add your own little embellishments to it. And of course you've got ribbons and bows and stuff like that at home, and I think it would be remiss of me not to have a few little sparkles on this, seeing as it is Christmas. So we'll just do a few little scribbles like that, just to bring this to life. And of course, because it is uncoated paper, you don't have to worry about things sticking because it sticks perfectly. A few little bits there, and then of course we'll just have, do you know, my watch is really annoying me, clattering on that. It's probably really loud for you as well, so I'll take it off. There we go. Because my other watch, that lovely Fit watch that I got for my birthday, was supposed to be waterproof, and I went in the pool for about 30 seconds with it, and it conked out. So I'm back to my old-fashioned time-telling device now. I'll just add a little bit more glue around here and a little bit there. So what do you think? Do you like it? Do you like this collection? Do you like a gnome? Because I know that, you see, that's the thing, we've done so many different gnome collections, like our Bev Eden, her gnomes are absolutely fabulous. And they're popular as well. So if you are wanting to put together some cards and then sell them, this would be the perfect collection, because it's £5 a pad. So that works out at £15 for the 3, minus your club discount, which makes it £13.50. So £13.50 for all that paper. That's pretty good going. Right, what else have we got? Who else has said thank you? Right, Viv, morning everyone. A quick drop in before popping out for my regular blood tests. Runs to check if I've got the USB. Viv, Helen saying, I think I'd love it except for the inconsiderate lady. I know. It wasn't pleasant. Thankfully, we had finished eating. And it was really sweet as well, because the people who run it had arranged for the pudding to have a candle in it. So Graham's little cake pudding came out with a candle in it, and we all sang happy birthday to him. And they sang it in Portuguese as well, which was rather sweet. So yeah, there was lots of birthday celebrations going on. And just a little bit of celebratory fizz, of course, because it would have been remiss not to, wouldn't it, since they went to all that effort. Anyway, Viv, I hope your blood tests go okay, and I hope it's a nice easy one, because blood tests are not nice. I always end up having to lay down because I feel like I'm going to pass out, because I'm a bit of a wuss. Right, so shall we have a look at the dies? So I've told you about the paper collection. I've done you a demo of that. I'm going to check the time. Do you know what? I think I'm on schedule.
You okay?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do before, because I have forgotten to show you something, as usual, because I get overexcited. The other goodies that we've got. Take my specs off so I can see you. Linda's World of Paper. We've got Linda's Black Card. And as you all know, this is legendary, and you've got 100 sheets of 200 GSM, beautiful solid black card. Now, a lot of people say to me, why are you always going on about that black card? What's the special? It's black card. It's more than that, and anybody who's used it will be able to agree that because every single fibre in it is completely black, it gives you that little pop. It gives you the framing if you're using it for your mats and layers. Because it is 200 GSM, that means that you can use it for your die cutting, you can use it for construction, like if you're making boxes, things like that. And also it is black through to the core. It works perfectly in your electronic die cutting machines as well, because you don't get any fluffiness on the edges. And this is the only black card that I've been able to find that if I'm using it for my metallic watercolours or any of my like liquid metallics, it doesn't leach the black into the colour. So you can use it for that as well. It stays its true colour on there. So black card normally is £17.99. A special offer for you today of £10. And you can find that also on the Creative Crafting World website. Next up, we have got the extra white card. So do you know what, I think I might have lost a few muscles while I've been away, because this feels quite heavy. We've got 250 sheets of 250 GSM, beautiful, brilliant white card. Look at that. It is so white that smoothness of it is second to none. But even though it's super smooth, you can still use your distress inks. I got all tongue-tied and excited. If you flick water at it, it doesn't delaminate, which a lot of super smooth cards do. And you can use your, what they're called, alcohol markers on it, because it doesn't drink the... I know. You say I'm getting all giddy. Do you know what it is? It's because I've not had any chocolate balls this morning. On holiday, they do these, they're about that big, these little chocolate truffles, and they're just there.
Oh.
And they're just so lovely. And I don't do chocolate normally, but anyway, back to this. Normally £24.99, today special offer price of £15. Oh, so if you bought that and you got the Gnome holiday or you got the dies, free postage, that is really heavy. I don't want to estimate, probably, I usually weigh things like that and I'll think, is it as heavy as Eric? Because Eric is nearly 6 kilos. That's heavier than Eric. So I reckon that's more like 10 kilos. Look at me, look how strong I am with my tanned arm. Next up, we've got Craft Lion. And you all know, I say it every time, this is my favourite. I love this card. If I start to get down to my last few sheets, I always go a little bit, oh, I need to get some more. Not only are you getting that gorgeous picture, but you've also got the most beautiful, smooth craft card. Now, craft card is usually really fibrous, so for die cutting, and especially if you're using an electronic cutting machine, the blade can sometimes jiggle against it. With this, it doesn't. Even though you've got that craft colour, it's lovely and smooth. Perfect for stamping or printing onto. 280 GSM, so the ideal construction weight. If you die cut 2 or 3 and stick them together, you've then got your own little bit of chipboard as well. And perfect for adding your distress inks. Now, normally, £7.99 for your 50 sheets. Today, it is £5. And then finally, everybody loves the Woodstock, and I'm not surprised because it is a beautiful card. It's one of those that I know that people buy these in 2 or 3 sets at a time because you want to make sure you've got enough. You've got 45 sheets. There are 15 colours in here and you've got 3 of each. So I'm going to flick through and just quickly show you the colours within. You've got those lovely neutral colours, then you've got the greys, the greens, the blues, the lime green, which is lush. You've got the pinks, turquoise, red, orange, the beige, and then of course that gorgeous raspberry colour and the yellow. So normally your Woodstock would be £12.99 for the 45 sheets. Today it is £7.79, and that's 225 GSM. And also, let me just read what it says on the front, because it says it's a carbon balanced card. So the World Land Trust icon on there, by using carbon balanced paper for Woodstock, Creative World of Crafts has balanced through the World Land Trust the equivalent of 910 kilograms, which is heavy, that's like the weight of your car, isn't it, of carbon dioxide. So its support will enable the World Land Trust to protect 637 metres squared of critically threatened tropical forest. And then there's the issued on and the certification as well. So if you are thinking, well, I've got a lot of card, that's a lot of trees, this is something that, you know, I mean, we're getting there, aren't we? We're all trying to do our bit to help the planet, and this is just a small way to do it. Okay, so I'm going to do a demonstration, demo time with the dies, because I think you need to see them because they are brilliant. And I'm also going to use some of the card and paper from the Gnome holiday. And it's not gnomes that are on the beach in a bikini, it's holiday as in Christmas. So I'm going to start off with the, shall we have green? I just got all of the card because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to use. And let's cut out that one. So I'm going to use this one to make a card blank. So we'll just give snip, snip, snip across there. So I'm being frugal. Now, when you are die cutting anything that's got a long edge of metal, put it at an angle. Do your die cutting machine a favour, because your rollers are straight and it's going to hit that wall of metal. So if it's at an angle, it's just easier for it to go over the top. Then there's my card, top of my sandwich, and then we'll run this through. So we were having a conversation, me and Martin Parker, and he said that my cut and boss was really noisy. They are, aren't they? Have you got a noisy one? Or because how can you make a die cutting machine quiet? That would be quite difficult because of all the gadgetry inside, wouldn't it? But I hope you could hear what I was saying there, because he is a little bit noisy. And then I'm just going to lift that one up. So that's going to be my card blank. So we'll bob that on there. Then I'm going to go in and use this second size down. So it's going to go around about there. And I want the, where's that pale pink one? There it is. There's that lovely soft pink. So that's going to be that one. So we'll just snip, snip, snip. Make that smaller. Save all your offcuts as well. That one can go like that. And then I'm going to use the next size down and have paper. So I can cut a couple of these out at the same time. So we'll put that one in lengthways. And then I would like a tag. So I'm going to use the medium size tag, and I want that to have this fancy design. So this is the cool thing about these dies as well, because you can actually see through them. You could actually put them where you want them to be. So I think I might have the bells. So we'll line that up around about there. Give that a little snip, like so. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of tape, flip that so it's the right way round, and then just tape it in place so it's not going to do a wiggle. And I would like a little hole on that one. So this is where I could take another little bit of tape and just place the hole where I want it to go. So that's the beauty of this collection, of these little holes. You can put them wherever you want. So I'll hold that one in place, and then we are ready to make a little bit of noise again. So I'll bob that through the machine. Bring that one in because that's going to be my card base. I haven't a clue what I'm doing, you know. I haven't planned this. Because I know that I did ask the question, didn't I? Do you like it when everything's all ready, or do you like it when I go, let's wing it? And most of you said you prefer it when I just start playing. So, and I prefer it as well, because it's, I think it's nicer to watch, isn't it? Because it's what you'd be doing at home. Right, so let's bob these back on there. And this is the habit that I've got myself into. As soon as I've finished with my dies, they go straight back onto my magnetic sheet, because I don't want to lose them. Like this little fella, that would be sad to lose that one. So I know straight away that it's going to be safe, because if I put that on my desk, one of the cats would jump up and it'd get caught in the fluffy paws, and then I'd lose it. So pop that one there. There, I've got my little tag. So let's move that back over there, and we'll see what we're going to do here. So I'm just going to fold this in half, like that. And then I'm going to use that as the card blank. And there are several different things that I could do with this. I could have it like that if I wanted to, or indeed I could get that stuck down and then have it like that with my little tag there. And what have I done with those papers? I'll tell you what, bear with, because I wasn't going to do this, but I am now. I've decided.
Just now.
Yeah, just decided. It's like, yeah, what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a topper. So I've got one of my little circle toppers, and we can just go, actually we'll have that one. Sending warmest wishes. Beep, beep. that can go on there because that fits quite nicely. We'll still keep the tag in there. And then where's the gnomes? They're in here somewhere, they're hiding. There we go. You see, these gnomes, they do have a habit of being quite naughty. Is there a little one together? There they are. That one. So, no, let's have that one. See? This is the cool thing about having all this stuff that matches together because it all works so perfectly. So this one with these two gnomes together, I'll get my scissors and then I'll go in and cut them out. So remember what I said, when you're cutting, they call it fussy cutting, but I just call it cutting out. Get rid of the excess paper that you don't need because that's going to encumber you. We'll just go in and around and just follow the lines. And when you're cutting out like this, remember, open and close your scissors and just move the paper because it's easier if you do that. I'll give him a little wiggle all the way around there, like so. And he's got a little pom-pom on the end of his hat. Then we'll come back up here. You see how much easier that is just by moving the paper rather than trying to move the scissors. Go in like that and then we'll cut this little guy out. And we'll come around the top. Oh, I can see some more comments coming in. Now, I haven't quite mastered concentrating on cutting out and reading comments, so I will read your comments in a moment. I'll cut out his little hand there and then around his little feet, and there we go. Right, so you can see how this is going to come together just by adding in some dies using the kit. That, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I might actually pop it in there like that, and then what you could do. Did you hear that noisy car? Really noisy, all the windows are shut as well. It sounded like he was doing 100 miles an hour. I don't know whether you can hear it or not. Right, so what have we got? We've got Sharon saying beautiful demo, thank you. I'd rather have a noisy cut and boss than any other, cuts brilliantly. I agree, Teresa. Very fuzzy today, Hels. Thought it was my new glasses for a minute. I think it might be me actually, because I know I shouldn't be jet lagged. It's only a 2-hour difference, but I think I'm still on holiday mode. Sarah's saying that is something I need to start doing. I have one of my circle dies missing in action, going to need to go through the bin. You've got to make sure that you get your magnetic sheets. Sandy's saying, yes, Teresa, I agree. My cut and boss is noisy, but it does the job brilliantly. It does. It's my favourite. And I've had it for years now, and it's like a proper little workhorse. Does everything I need it to do. Yeah, the magnetic sheets, I'm not sure, we might have some on the website. Have a look on the website, we might have some on there. But what I do, you package in, there's your packaging, and all your dies are all stuck to this on the other side. So what I do is just trim off the edge, stick it on some white card, and then stick that to a magnetic sheet, and then my dies are all in place. And then these get stored in a little zippy bag, just all standing up, so I know straight away what I've got because it says on the back and I can see the dies on the front. And like we were saying, these tiny little dies, you don't want to be losing them. And if you're sticking them back onto sticky, if you just kept the packaging as it was, which is what I used to do, you find the sticky starts to go and then you end up losing them. So magnetic sheets, have a look on the website, I'm sure that we've got some. Anyway, there we go. That's more or less what that's going to look like. I won't bother sticking it down because I know that clock is ticking and I have got another demo for you.
My camera.
What's the matter?
Overhead one.
Oh no, Ant's camera's gone a bit dodgy. What's happened to it? Has it gone off?
It's gone off, yeah.
It's probably fed up with listening to me. We've got a camera up there. It's okay. What I'll do is when I'm doing the demo, I'll just hold it up for you for each bit. I'll try demo mid-air. You never know, it might work. let's have a go. I've got another demo here for you, but just a quick recap before I do the demo. I think I might have left my teeth in Boa Vista as well, because they're not working this morning, are they? Right, so thank you for joining me for Elevenses with Hels. As you can see, normal service has resumed. If there is anything on the show that you would like to order, head on over to our website. It is creativecraftingworld.co.uk. When you get onto the website, you'll see there's a little purple tab. Click on that. It'll take you to our Creative Crafting World TV page, and on there are all the items that I've got for you today. So you've got a gnome holiday, you've got the paper kit, you've also got the embellishment pad, and you have got the coloured cards. So I'll just quickly show you those. So you've got your A4 coloured cardstock, £4.50 if you're in our club. Then the embellishment pad, again, £4.50, and the paper kit, £4.50. So all three of those, £15 normally today, but if you're in the club, £13.50. Usual price for all of them, the full price would be £34.97. So that's a lot more than half price off, isn't it? Can't do maths, as you well know, but it's more than 50% off. Also, the nesting dies, which I've just been demoing, that's these chaps. Nesting dies, volume number 8, $39.99 today, $19.99. So if you are in the club, they'll be £18. While you're on the website, have a look for magnetic sheets as well if you haven't got any, because I'm sure that we will have some somewhere. And I've had a few questions as well about gems. We have got gems on the website, so if that is something that you need to stock up on, do have a little mooch around, because you'll be able to find them there as well. Also, black card, the brick white card, we've got craft card and woodstock, and we've got our usual card and envelope collections on the website, which are all discounted as well. And a quick catch up on the... Oh, we're having a romantic meal at a restaurant for our anniversary one time. Lady at the next table stood up and fell flat on her face, drunk. So actually, I'm sad that happened, but I'm really happy that it's not just me and Graham that end up attracting them. And then Teresa's saying, had mine 10 years, found a new one, so passed my old one to a friend. It's still going strong. The plus side, the plates last for years, unlike others, they do. And you will notice that my plates are flat. And the reason for that is twofold, because I'll use it that way, then that way, then that way, then that way. Swap them over with the plate underneath. You can see this too is very well loved. You can see how old they are. And then when I have finished crafting, put everything together and I go like this. And there you go, you can see now. I stand the machine on the plates, because we all know how heavy these are. That's a lot heavier than one of the bricks. So you know that you've got that weight holding those plates down. Job's a good one. Okay, so Dragon's Den saying, don't normally do gnomes, but might get this as there's enough other content. There'll always be a recipient for gnome cards too. There will be, because you'd be surprised. The first gnome collection that I took on Create and Craft was the winter gnomes, which was, I think it's about 2 years ago now. I think it was in the second lockdown, or it might have been towards the end of the first lockdown. I know that we were all locked down, because Linda was a bit miffed that she wasn't able to come on and do the gnomes. And we sold out in the first show, so we had to get some more. And then that is one of the very rare occasions that we went to reprint, because everybody loved it so much. And that, I know, is now on a USB. And then, of course, we've got Bev's fantastic gnomes as well, which is literally, as soon as we take them to air, they fly. And then, of course, there's Kevin's Jerome gnome, who is very naughty and always up to mischief. So now we've got our little cute gnomes for the Christmas. And Denise is saying, sorry I'm late today. Thanks for joining us, Denise. As I always say, if you are late and you've missed anything, then once we've finished, you'll be able to watch it from the start as well, so you're not going to miss out on any of the goodies or any of me trying to get my teeth in so I can string a sentence together, still on Boa Vista time. Dragon's Den, I'd just like to say I received a couple of orders last week and they were beautifully packaged and in pristine condition. Thanks, CCW. Thank you, Dragon's Den. Do you know what? It's really lovely when our customers tell us that we're doing a good job, because, you know, often and this is for everybody. We're really quick to complain, but sometimes it takes a little bit longer to say that, you know, job well done or thank you. So I really appreciate that you've gone to the effort to say that. Thank you very much. And I know that we do try and turn the orders around as quickly as possible as well, because we're all crafters and we don't like waiting for stuff. We want it here today. Right, so next up, 6x6 card. If you have just joined us, you're thinking, what's she up to? Unfortunately, the overhead camera has had enough of me waffling on and has shut down. So I'm going to craft in mid-air. And I'm going quite red with this one. It's like a proper traditional Christmas. So starting off with the mid-red card, and then I've also got that gorgeous mushroom colour. So I'm just going to add a little bit of tape to the back of these just to stick them down. And as ever, don't use too much tape on your projects. You don't need a load. Tape nowadays is so good. You're just wasting it if you put it all the way around, because it's not going to come undone. Then that's my first layer. That's 14.5 centimetres squared. And then I've got the next layer, which is this gorgeous mushroom colour, which is 14 centimetres squared. So you can see how they're just giving themselves that lovely border there. You see Auntie's doing a zoom. Isn't that fab? Look how brown my arms are. I've just got to take them. And look at that where my watch has been. Oh, I say. I know. It's fab, isn't it? Because normally I'm just like the pale pink puffy one in the corner. Right, we've got some of this beautiful paper from the paper kit there with our lovely little gnomes. And then I've taken some more of these solid colours and, excuse me, a little bit of the star paper. And I've made myself a little border because we've got quite a lot of pattern going on in the background. So sometimes it's nice just to break that up. And what I've done is actually turned around the way that I've used the colours. So on here we've got red then beige. So for this one I've got beige, red, beige. We'll just add bits of tape in there, and then we've got that one. I'll give it a little wiggle and stick that one down. And that is going to go across the middle. Then I've got some bits and bobs that are going to be the main feature. So you can see how this is starting to come together. And of course you don't have to have it straight across the middle. You could have a little break up there, or you could have it at the top, at the bottom. It's entirely up to you where you put it, but I actually like to put things across there, and then that's got something that grounds it, something to sit on. So this is one of the die cut toppers. So you can see this is at 300 GSM, and those little paper pips that I was on about, just go in with your scissors, give them a little snip, and what this is going to do is just neat and tidy the edges. There we are. What's Teresa saying? You've never said a truer word. Always want delivery yesterday, once ordered. Found your company one of the fastest. Thank you, Teresa. That is true though, isn't it? It's like, I was naughty the other day, confession time. Our Sarah's got some new fabric, so I ordered it. And now I'm pacing about going, where's my fabric? I want to play. And apparently it's coming today, which I'm quite pleased about. But yeah, here at Creative Crafting World, we know that when you place your order, you want it now. So we'll get those orders out as quickly as our lovely elves in the warehouse can do. Right, so I've got that one. And then I did have a sentiment, which I can just wiggle in along the side there. Actually, I might put it under there. Yeah, I think I will. I'll go a little bit different. So I'll just lift that up a little bit. So I've got a little bit of room just to put that. We'll stick that in there, like so. And you'll see, even this attention to detail, that little bit there. I'm going to bring it forward. There you go. Oh, let's go up there. Can you see it? It's got little stars on it. Excuse me. Ant's doing a zoomie.
That's where does I can go?
Okay, right, well, it's the beige background with the little stars, which matches the beige background with the little stars. You see? Thought of everything, haven't we? We literally think of everything. There we go. I have missed you all, you know. When I was out, laying on the beach, listening to the sea, I was thinking, what are they all up to? Are they behaving? And I haven't had a question of the day today either, so it's a bit late for a question of the day. So I shall save it for Friday, because I am live again on Friday at 11. I have a rather delicious kit, and we're sticking with Christmas again. And you are going to love it. I've not seen it before. I've walked in this morning and gone, oh, I love that. So from the embellishment pad, do you remember I showed you the long panel page? Let me find it for you so I can just remind you. There we go. That page with these. What I've done is I've gone in and I've cut them out. So I've made them into little teensy weensy embellishments with presents and bells and stuff. And then I've also got a couple of the gnomes, which I know I've used these on that previous one. Actually, I used them on the previous one and I didn't cut them out. I didn't stick them down, did I? So they can go there. What, did you hear that, Ange? Did you hear that noise? It sounded like, you know, a clown's bike. A clown's bike horn. I bet it's a sandwich van or something turning up, isn't it?
We do have some around here. Most 12 anyway.
Hopefully they've not got sausage rolls, because if they have, I might just have to... No, I don't need a sausage roll. Yes, I do. I love a sausage roll. Right then, so we'll start to add these now. So I've got a little pile of prezzies, which can just go there. You get back over there, you missus. Covering up my W. There we are. And we've got the bells, which are rather delightful. And the reason why I'm not using my syringe is because I didn't close it properly when I went away. Of course, I've come home and it's all dried up inside it. I didn't put the lid on properly, because normally I've got a syringe of glue gel. So that's a little bit irksome. I don't know whether you can all hear that, but it literally sounds like a clown has just rode in on a unicycle going honk, honk, honk. I bet he has got a sausage roll in that van as well.
A bike.
Yeah, or on the clown's bike. So now we've got these lovely little poinsettia bundles, which are going to go one there, and then this one, just add a little bit of shape, and another one there. Here we go. We'll just have that overlapping, coming around like that, and then there you go. So a gnome holiday. 3 pads, £5 each, together £15, or if you're in the club that'll work out £13.50. Very, very special gnome holiday. We've also got nesting dies as well, volume number 8, which is normally $39.99 and today is just $19.99, so you've got half price on that. And of course, if you are in the club, that's £18. You hear me talking about the club. If you're thinking, I don't know what that is, head on over to the website, creativecraftingworld.co.uk, and what you'll find there is a membership club. Now, the membership club is £10 a year. We will send you a gift when you join, and then you will be entitled to a 10% discount off everything that you order on the website. Our gem system means that every time you spend £1, you get a credited gem, and then when you get to 750 gems, that means that you'll get 20% discount, and also give us your date of birth and we'll send you a £10 voucher for you to spend on the website on your birthday. Free P&P on all orders over £25. You've also got your payment options for your credit and debit cards, PayPal, and you've got Klarna. Check out the T's and C's on the website. Don't forget to subscribe to us here on YouTube. Hit that little bell icon as well, and that'll give you a notification when we do go live or when we post any of our content. So just a few minutes left. We've got Dragon's Den. Oh no, I've read yours. Yeah, Dragon's Den saying can't be beaten for value, quality and service. Thank you very much. It's lovely to hear when you give us really good feedback, because that lets us know that we're doing a really good job as well, which is most important for us. You know, we make sure that our customers are happy. Thank you once again for joining me here. Sorry about the teeth slipping a little bit. I will try harder on Friday. Shall I show them what we've got on Friday? Just a little sneaky peek. I know I'm not supposed to. I'm not really supposed to do this, but look. Shh. I haven't told you this. I've not shown you, but shades of Christmas. That's all I'm going to show you. Ta-da, gone. 11 o'clock on Friday, I will be here having a little playtime with that. I hope you can join me, and I will think up a really good question of the day for Friday. In the meantime, have a fabulous couple of days. Enjoy whatever crafty project you're working on, and I'll see you soon.